yet it didn't show any signs of life. The body faced away from him, bound in some kind of fabric, and wrapped around and around with heavy chains that crisscrossed and connected far beyond any need to hold a prisoner. The chains glittered in the light. "Oh God, not again." Jimmy could not help but remember a gruesome murder that had rocked the whole area several years ago. His knees weakening, Jimmy walked around to the other side of the body. He stepped close enough to see its face, and he almost fell to the tracks in shock. He recognized her. It was a local woman, a nurse, and a friend of many years. Her throat was slashed, and her dead mouth was gagged open with a chain that wrapped around her head. Jimmy gasped in grief and horror. The murderer was back. Chapter 1. Special Agent Riley Paige froze in place, staring in shock. The handful of pebbles on her bed shouldn't have been there. Someone had broken into her home and placed them, someone who meant her harm. She knew immediately the pebbles were a message, and that the message was from an old enemy. He was telling her that she had not killed him after all. Peterson is alive! She felt her body tremble at the thought. She'd long suspected it, and now she was absolutely sure. Worse, he'd been inside her house. The thought made her want to throw up. Was he still here now? Her breathing became short with fear. Riley knew that her physical resources were limited. Just that day she had survived a deadly encounter with a sadistic killer, and her head was still bandaged and her body bruised all over. Would she be ready to face him if he were inside her house? Riley immediately drew her gun from its holster. Hands trembling, she went to her closet and opened it. Nobody was in there. She checked under her bed. Nobody there either. Riley stood there and forced herself to think clearly. Had she been in the bedroom since she had gotten home? Yes, she had, because she had put her gun holster on top of the dresser next to the door, but she hadn't turned on the light and hadn't even looked into the room. She had simply stepped into the doorway and deposited her weapon on the dresser top, then left. She'd changed into her nightgown in the bathroom. Could her nemesis have been in the house this whole time? After she and April got home, the two of them had talked and watched TV late into the night. Then April had gone to bed. In a tiny house like hers, staying hidden would require amazing stealth. But she couldn't discount the possibility. Then she was seized by a new fear. April! Riley snatched the flashlight that she kept on the side table. With her gun in her right hand and the flashlight in her left, she stepped out of her bedroom and switched on the hall light. When she heard nothing awry, she quickly made her way to April's bedroom and threw open the door. The room was pitch dark. Riley turned on the overhead light. Her daughter was already in bed. "What is it, Mom?" April asked, squinting with surprise. Riley stepped into the bedroom. "Don't get out of bed," she said. "Stay right where you are." "Mom, you're scaring me," April said, her voice trembling. That was just fine as far as Riley was concerned. She was plenty scared herself, and her daughter had every reason to be as scared as she was. She went to April's closet, shined her flashlight around inside, and saw that no one was there. No one was under April's bed either. What should she do next? She had to check every nook and corner in the rest of the house. Riley knew what her one-time partner Bill Jeffries would say. "Damn it, Riley, call for help." Her long-standing tendency to go things alone had always infuriated Bill, but this time she was going to heed his advice. With April in the house, Riley wasn't going to take any chances. "Put on a bathrobe and some shoes," she said to her daughter, "but don't leave this room, not yet." Riley went back into her bedroom and picked up her phone from the side table. She punched auto dial for the behavioral analysis unit. As soon as she heard a voice on the line, she hissed, "This is Special Agent Riley Paige. There's been an intruder in my home. He might still be here. I need someone here fast." She thought for a second, then added, "And send an evidence team." "We'll get right on it," came the reply. Riley ended the phone call.